Assalamu alaikum. Okay, so my voice is clear.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله.
Okay.
Yes.
So first of all, we are going to check our practices. Okay. So this is first student practice of Nukta Roshan. Okay. So are you in the class, Roshan?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So the thing is, this nukta is relatively better, but there should be a bit more clarity in your nukta. Okay, like if I we see carefully, there is very much like this shape in this part. Okay, a little like if we see here a little like ups and down, it can be uh, it's normal. Okay, but there shouldn't be too much. Okay, like if you see in this, the shape is a little bit affected more. Okay, and in this as well, like this is the basically the angle of nukta. Hmm, this one is a bit good, but if you make it like this, not like this. Okay, and it can be
Okay.
made just if I made a bit of touch. Now it is a little bit big as well. Okay, so overall it's good. And one more thing, these like uh, this can also be due to because your kalam path, okay, your kalam like tip or nib
Yeah.
is not that much sharp. That's
Okay.
due to this. Okay, so you can fix this by it's I'm not making like column from the start. Okay, if I can make column from start, I can make from here, and you can watch the tutorial for that. Okay,
Okay.
but if your column tip is not sharp, like if you can check, okay, it's not making that much. Its cut is small. Okay, it's not sharp. It should be like this thing covered in my column cut, and it's missing. It
Yeah.
means like for example, I am I'm drawing the path of column. Okay, like this. Like this is my, for example, column. If my column cut is sharp, then it is totally like, for example, this is its total cut. And
Yeah.
if I place my column and there is some point missing, it means my column tip is like this. Okay, or it can be from here or in the center. It means this part is missing. So when you are writing, there are going to be some ups and downs and this unevenness. Okay, discontinuity.
Okay.
So you can avoid that by like refining, or you can call it you can renew the column. Okay, just you're going to hold the cutter, small cutter, and first of all, it's happen. First of all, you have to understand why it happens. It happens when ink got stayed on the tip of our column. Okay,
Okay.
so every student should listen this. Okay, maybe this problem like you are not facing now, but with the practice, because you are writing again and again, okay, this can be happen to your column. And like you have to refine your column. Okay, it's like because column is a wooden tool. Okay, and when we dip in the ink, okay, it has some effect. Okay, it is going to be soft. You can't like stop it. It is going to be happen. Okay, so everybody listen to this. So first of all, the thing is you can take one safety measurement here, and that is always you should have a piece of small cloth or like a tissue paper with you. Okay, and even like for example, when I'm writing, okay, when like I have to speak something and I have a some minute pause, so I instantly I wipe my kalam this out. Okay, I didn't give the time to ink to stay on my kalam tip. Okay, so you can, this is a like it is a you can say a safety measure. Okay, you can do this, you should have this. For example, if you are writing, if you are in a practice session and between you have to go out, okay, or you have to like take a break for any reason, so you can just do that and you can go anywhere out. Okay, but even though if you do this, if you do this, still it's going to happen. Okay, because when you are writing again and again, it's going to happen, so you have to renew it. First of all, I'm doing what? I am removing the all the ink that is stayed on my tip. Excess ink. Excess like ink layer. Okay, like see how I'm removing it. And because it's tip, I have explained this thing in my column making video. Okay, if I have to cut from this, okay, I am going to place my cutter like this and I'm going to put the force 90. Okay, like the straightness vertically. But here if I do this, whole of my this, sensitive tip is going to be cut out. So here I am going it horizontally, softly, very slowly. And like if you are right handed, you are going to place the cutter in right hand, column in left. Okay, and if you are lefty, it should vice versa. Okay, this is like angle of putting force with cutter like this. And you can put force on cutter, like you can even place like here or here. Okay, this can be your way, it's up to you. But see, I have removed all that excess ink. In the same way, I have refined its sides as well, going to this from the back as well. Okay, now I'm going to make a cut of it, and I'm making a slightly large. Okay, there are two ways for that. I have explained that in video as well. You can do with scissor as well, and this may as well, this method as well. Okay, uh, you can use any flat surface. Okay, you can use anything. It can be a, okay, like you can use on table as well, like this. Okay, it just like this or like this, whatever you. Okay, like a little slanting. Okay, not straight, because straight is for English calligraphy, and for Arabic calligraphy, your angle always should be angular. Either you can put a force directly with the cutter, or you can like kind of hammer like that. Okay, so it's up to you. Check how it got separated, this thing, this one. And you can now check its cut, how much it is looking sharp. And check the difference. I'm going to write right in front of it. There is still, okay, this time I'm going to cut it with scissor as well. Check. Now it is way more sharp than this. Okay. One more reason that happened because of that is that uh, sometimes your column, it got too much ink. Okay. So to avoid that, like our column, it has too much now ink. When I am going to put the nukta, it's going to be, too much liquidity, and there is no like sharpness and everything. And it's going to happen on both the sides. To avoid that, you can simply like, first of all, like for example, if you dip the ink in the column in the ink, then like see the excess ink. Now I'm going to do this one thing, like check now the ink I have excess ink. So to avoid that, I'm going to just on the corner of the paper, or any, you can use any other rough page as well. I'm just going to put one line. Now all the excess ink is in this stroke. I have my appropriating. Now check. I have avoided that. Now if you draw the nukta, it has the like appropriating that you need. Okay. So you can use this thing as well. So that's the thing. Okay. You have to maintain and so that your nukta all side, they should be good and clear. It's very important. Okay, this one is a bit better than other. Okay, overall it's good, mashallah. Okay, try to, like, now try to write nuktas with more refinement, okay, with more uh, precision. Okay, so Noor Ibrahim, Loor Rahim. So are you present in the class?
Hello, yes, I'm here.
Okay. What does it written? What, like, the
Lor,
pronunciation? Lor?
Lor, it's a
Lor.
French name, but if you write it in Arabic, it becomes Lour
Okay.
Ibrahim.
Okay. Its correct pronunciation is like Lor Ibrahim.
Exactly.
Okay. What does it mean?
Lor, it comes from laurel leaves. It's a type of a
Hmm.
herb.
Okay. Good, mashallah. Uh, Nuktas are good. Just one thing, they are looking like a little bit even smaller than the scare. Okay. Just like this nukta is perfect. Just, you need to add a little bit more of it, like here.
Okay. They are a bit squarish, you mean?
Yeah, they are
Okay.
like even smaller than scare. Okay, like, see, they are a bit of its his angle is like this, but its angle is perfectly good. This one that I was discussing, it was
Mm-hmm.
perfect. Just it is small, even
Okay.
small than the scale. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but in Khatesulus, as you know, the nukta is even a little bit larger than the scare.
Okay.
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 Mhm.
Thank you.
Just some nuktas, they are going too much in this way. Okay, it shouldn't be too much go in this way. uh, Again, it is also a bit looking scare. Actually, the thing is, now check, if I draw the straight line, like, they are all their edges are going to
Mm-hmm.
meet, but in our nukta that we are of Khatesulus, if we draw line from these edges, the line is
Uh-huh.
not straight, it is slanting line. Both of these lines, they are not straight. A straight line,
Okay.
as you know, it pass from here, and this line it pass from here. These lines are
Mm-hmm.
not straight. One is like this and the other is like this.
Okay.
And as you know, it's a bit larger than scale.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Okay.
just this thing, besides nuktas are good, just you have to increase the size. And because if I increase the size, all the alignment is going to change. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then, uh, they are going to end approximately here. Okay, like, there's a margin of whole one nukta. So that's why nukta, correct placement of nukta is very necessary. Okay.
Okay.
Overall, it's good, mashallah. This one
Thank you.
is partially good. Keep up the practice. Okay, so Lee Anna, are you present in class, madam? Hello, are you present in class? I think. Okay, so if you are not, then I'm going to check your practice later. Okay, so Yasmin, Miss Yasmin, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So, mashallah, nuktas are good. Just one thing, like, now it is seeming like the nuktas are too much distancing. Okay, like, there should be a sequence in the nukta. There, every nukta is like, it's related to part of the its previous nukta. It's happening because of this thing. If I Draw a line here, like, see, there is a gap. Okay.
Yes, got it.
The thing is, it should be start from here. That's why it is happening in the same way here as well. So there is feeling too much distance. Okay. You can draw the line. Okay, like for example, after one nukta, you can draw this line. It's fine. Okay. Now you have to start from here. You can draw this line, but your nukta should be in the. And one more thing, it is slightly going. If you carefully see, in the right side. Check. Check here. Is the space is increasing, 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 increasing. Okay.
Yes, that's right.
And also, for that, you can also, draw the line here with the pencil. Okay. For example, you can draw one line from here, from here. Now you know that nukta shouldn't be on the right side outside this line, and it shouldn't be outside this line as well. It should be in between. Okay. Okay. So you can use lines, reference lines if you want, but it should be in the correct alignment. That is more important. Okay. And the lesson we are starting, inshallah, in this class. So it would be very important for that. In the same way, there is too much gap. The gap shouldn't be present here. This. Okay. And if I cover all this, there is at least, I think, margin of this, all this distance is extra in the same way here. Okay. Overall, nukta is good. Mashallah, nukta is good. Just a little, touch. This is good as well. Very good. This one is good as well. Nukta is good. Just there is a issue of alignment. Okay. So try on that. Mashallah, it's good. So Saskia.
Yes,
Are
I'm
you
here.
okay? So mashallah, practice is very good. Nuktas. Okay. Just this one is very good. Some nuktas, they are feeling like too stretched. Okay, like this. If I end my this is extra. Okay, it's feeling like too much. Actually, nukta should be in the perfect, like it's perfect shape. These both are extreme. Like many student. One more thing, when I'm checking the practice of other student, it is also very important, to watch this for all the students, because there are some things that are very general, especially if the lesson is the same. Right now we have the same lesson. Maybe in later classes it got changed, but right now we have same classes, so it is very important. Okay, it's not like the student that I'm checking only he or she should be, she should be like listening to it. Everyone, okay, pay attention to it. So the thing that is common in the students practice, one thing is, some student they have made too stretch nukta. Okay. Maybe some made too much scare, perfect scare. Okay. So the thing is, these both are extreme. It should be somewhere in between. Okay, like this is extra, I have to reduce from this, and in this I have to add this a little bit. It should be in between, and it should feel like. Okay, that's very important. It shouldn't feel like this, and it shouldn't feel like this. It should be like, it should seem like this, a proper nukta of sulus. Okay, this one is like, you can just tell just by looking at it. Okay, so that's the thing that should be, uh, you know Just just like I have did a bit of touch here. Now check the flow in the nukta. It is also very good. Okay, just just that if you check the other nukta, it is looking too different. Okay, so it is also very important. All the nukta, like they should look alike. Okay, it's not like exactly 100%, but it should look alike. That's very important. Hmm. And one more thing about alignment is that if I made a line, it's going upward. Okay, it should be in this line. This one is good, but this is again upward. Okay, so like it feels like all the nukta, they are like, okay, stretched in this upward direction. If you write it according to its correct, maybe they lost it here. Okay, so overall it's good. Some of nuktas are good. Just try to keep in between. Okay, in between, like it should look like the perfect sulus nukta. Neither too rectangular, too large, okay, or too stretch, or too much. It shouldn't be too much perfect square as well. Okay, it should feel like just by looking at it. Okay, so Shabra, Miss Shabra Ramiz, are you present in class? Okay, it's a very low voice that I hear. Hmm. Hmm. This nukta is good. Just just like if I do a little bit touching, you can check in the same way. Check, okay. Just by doing a slight touches, now check the flow of its nukta. Like now the nukta is totally different. Now check how much strong it is looking now. Okay, so if you feel it, like a little touches can make the word or nukta better, so you can by yourself as well. Okay, because now after my touches, now it is become my nukta. Okay, it doesn't remain, it doesn't look like your nukta. Okay, so you can like do these touches by yourself as well. Again, some nuktas, they are looking too much scare, and like, see, this is the thing, and this it shouldn't be. It should be like this as well. There is this thing missing. Again, this is looking like scare. Okay, just uh, just a touch. Good, mashallah. Overall, it's good. Okay, keep it up. Okay, so Marion, are you there? I think you texted me before as well, like you have a problem of like you don't understand English completely. So, and one more thing, try to like send the picture clearly. Okay, like see now, check the the print also got little bit, pixels are spreaded as well. So it should be like your picture should be clearly focused. Okay, it should be, and also it should be in the right angle as well. Okay, for example, if your picture is slightly tilted or different, like I'm seeing the nuktas differently. Maybe your angle was correct. Okay, and like how you send me it got changed the nukta. So all these things, should be carefully. Hmm. This one is looking good. Okay, just again, some nuktas, they are alignment, this is the problem. Okay, there is too much gap, and some nuktas, they are very much looking scare. There's a very slight difference. Okay, like see, you can, they're very slight, but after doing this, now check the difference between this and this, how much. Okay, so these slight differences, they make huge differences. These slight things, okay, they shouldn't be ignored. Overall, it's good, mashallah. Keep it up. Mm, think so. Madhusman, you didn't send your practice. Uh, there is one more student. We should- Okay. Hmm. There's one more practice of the student.
Assalamu alaikum,
Alaikum
sir.
salam.
Yeah, this is Malika. I
Mhm.
was in the middle of reviewing the video and I
Yeah, yeah.
didn't see the format for how to turn in the work,
Mhm.
but going forward, I will write my name and date. And but
Okay.
this is what I could do according to joining the class late, so forgive me.
Okay. Yeah, it's good, mashallah. Okay. So nuktas are very good. And there are some students that I think use small column. So I'm going to say to them as well, use large column. Okay. Because with large column, you are going to get more clarity, more understanding. That's very important. So yeah, next time, try to write date and name. Okay, this nukta
Yes, sir.
is good, mashallah. Okay, the thing is, if you like, see now the just try to maintain this in line. You did this nukta more like downward. Okay,
I see.
that if you made it like this, the correct placement of this nukta should be here. Like this is its line going, and it is going outside this line.
I see. Mhm.
Check now. Okay, it is going outside this line. So that's the thing that I told in the class. If you want to be like exactly near, and the next nukta it is going to more outside, more outside. So the line is in this way it's going to be slanting. If we want nukta in straight line, we have to do this thing. We have to align this line, all the nuktas.
Mm.
Start from here, okay? Like this line. It should be in between this line. So now they are going to be now see now they are in correct position.
Okay. Jazakallah. I also have one question
Mhm.
concerning the column. If I can show you my column, I had a friend buy them from
Mhm.
Turkey, and they look different than the one you did the example with.
Mhm.
Let me see if I can.
Okay. Yeah,
So to
they
sharpen this
yeah.
one.
You can use this as well. Okay, this column is very good. Actually, these columns they are called as Tumar columns. Okay, this is type of just like this that I used. Okay, it just I think its tip is black or it is kind of a different wood. Okay,
Mhm.
it's called Tumar column. We use Tumar columns more in making like making the final work or artwork kind of our final piece. It is
Okay.
more used in that. The reason is that Tumar columns have these lines and these holes. It's because they have more tendency like this. If you see this in carefully, check the lines.
Mm-hmm.
There is paper crossing. Check the lines and these dots. They have more tendency of holding ink. Okay, these lines they can hold more ink. So when we write one letter to show the column strokes, all we can make it in one go. Okay, so that's
Okay.
why they are called Tomar columns. They hold more than ink and they are used in this style. Okay, and you can like for that you can make the same mechanism in this as well. Okay, you can make cut in as well. It's called shagaf, and some calligrapher they even made it. Okay, like just like this. For example, this was the column we made it. Some calligraphers they made this line as well, but in the video I didn't do this because it's
Mm.
not necessary. Okay,
Mm.
kalam is still working without that as well. Okay, so maybe if you are new, just because doing that you can ruin the tip as well. So all of
Mm.
your hard work is going to wasted. So you can just avoid that for simplicity. So bamboo kalam is basic kalam. Okay, it's a
Mm.
kind of a basic kalam, and the tumar kalam it's a kind of a fancy kalam. Okay,
Mm.
it's like you can just see bamboo kalam is just cut the wood and you just carve it, you just have kalam.
Right.
Okay. So, and the thing is, there's one more thing. Writing with bamboo kalam, it feels different because it's a natural tool. It's the ideal, or you can say primary tool. So,
Mm.
you got that feeling. It's the kind of a feeling. Okay.
Mm.
So that's why writing with kalam is very necessary. It's not, marker and other tool. They don't give you that much. There's a problem with accuracy as well. Okay, like the strokes, the sharp thing. This marker can't made it, but there's
Mm.
this thing as well that you got that feeling. Okay, so bamboo kalam is very basic and necessary. I even said in the message, in starting, for starting we just need basic materials. Okay, we don't need these fancy things, but
Okay.
with time, and even for example, if someone has the passion and someone wants like the fancy tools, he can have it, but it's not necessary. Okay,
Mm.
I can't put on everybody like this column is necessary, without that you can't be a calligrapher. It's not like that. Okay,
Mhm.
so it's fine if you are writing for this, you can use that as well. Okay, it's a pretty very good column, very good ending and finishing. Okay, so it's a whole process of making these columns. There are many types of columns. Okay, it's not that there's
Okay.
one
I
more
guess
column. Mhm.
I guess my question was in terms of maintenance. It's the wood is much more sturdy than the regular bamboo. So if I have to sharpen it or maintain it, is it difficult? It looks like you need
No,
some
no,
kind of
no, no.
skill.
You don't have to mark column.
Oh,
They
good.
are good. Okay, they
Oh,
like
okay.
they are going to serve a long way. Okay,
Alhamdulillah.
and even maybe after some time you need it to maybe refine the tip, because even though this is also a window, I also, for example, this is a tumor and I refine its tip. You can check this as well. Okay,
Mm.
I have refined its tip as well. It's not the same. So I have even this one as well. I have refined this tab. You can check this cutting. Check this
Oh.
one. This was the original, and check the cutting after. This also has the fact, because after all it's the wood. Okay, it's not kind of a metal or other thing.
Mm.
So maybe after that you got some, but like columns like this, it got a bit more skill. Okay, so first of all, try practice on the simple bamboo column. When you understand all the things like how to like maintain the tip of column, then you
Mm.
can refine this column as well. It's just all about the knowledge, practice, and the experience. Okay, you are going to get it eventually. Okay, like
Okay.
I have given this example in the first class. Like you are not going to, I can't tell you, and you are not going to absorb all the things in just one class. It's going to be a gradual process. Gradually you are going to learn and practice calligraphy. In the same way, you are going to learn about columns, how to make column as well. Okay, it's also, you are not going to learn in just one term and one go. You're going to learn gradually after making mistakes and all these things. Okay, so this thing,
Okay.
and this column,
Jazakallah.
it is going to work for you for a long time. But for that, you can, if there's opportunity, you can, these columns are cheap. Okay, bamboo columns and reed columns, you can bring that as well. Okay,
Okay.
so in this way
Inshallah.
you are going to have a variety.
Jazakallah
There is
khair.
a this type of column exists as well. Okay, I think I have shown this in that column video. It's called Javi column. Okay, and basically this is the tip of the Javi column, and it is extracted from the islands of Indonesia and Malaysia. And basically the island name, the place where it would come from, the wood come from, it's called Java. So that's why he it got it named. And this is the stick, and it's just his holder. Okay, in the same way, this is the stick, and they made this one separately, and then they attach this thing. Okay, so these are kind of, just I say, modified columns, you can say. Okay, but this one is just simple and it works the same. Okay, this is very important. Okay, many some students, they have this thing on concept like the more expensive column and this thing I bought, the more good I can write. It's not like, it's totally up to the practice. This column can write same thing, okay, and this column has write the same thing, and there's a so much price difference. Okay, it's up to you, it's up to your practice. Okay, so that's about the nuktas. 8 nuktas should be I given the lesson all the student. 8 nuktas in vertically and 6 nuktas horizontally. Okay, and it should be here. Okay, overall it's good, mashallah. Hmm, I think these 3 students, they are not in the class. Are you there? Are you present in the class, Liliana? Okay, so I'm still just gonna check. You can check the recording for that. So. Now again, the same thing, it is going this, it should be first of all like this, and again it is a bit stretched. All these are like, this is partially good. Okay, but it's like if we made it a bit like this, now it is more good. And again, some student nukta, they are going rightwards. Now this is going in the left direction. Okay, and you don't have to touch this to start from here. Hmm. Okay. Overall, it's good. Mashallah. This one is better. Just if you see. Okay. Overall, it's good. Mashallah. This nukta is very much better. The problem is in the alignment. Okay. The nuktas, their sequence is very much disturbed. For your convenience, you can draw the lines. Okay. But your nukta should be in the alignment. That's more important actually. You can draw lines here as well. Okay. To so that it should be in the lines. It shouldn't, like, now see, if you see, they are going downward. So overall it's good, mashallah. If I see like from the perspective of like it was your first practice of nukta. Okay, so according to that, all the students, they have practiced really well about the nuktas. So inshallah, these are little things, they are going to improve with the time as well. The thing is, you just have to keep practicing. Okay, so that's the thing, that's the key basically. Just keep this thing in mind. So the problem basically, the main, some students, they have made good nuktas, but their alignment, they are struggling with that. So for example, mm, like I said, there are multiple ways. For your convenience, you can use that. Now I'm drawing a line with the ruler. This should be straight line according to the page as well. It's very important. Sometimes we made straight according to us, but with the page it's not that much straight. So now check. This is like one cut. Okay. I have told this in the previous class. This is nukta and this is cut of kalam. This is okay. This is thickness of kalam. It's referred to as cut. Okay, cut. So one cut here and one cut here. As you know, the angle of nukta, half. Okay, like check. half of this cut and just a little above from this cut. Now this is going to be my angle of next nukta. Check. Now you can write all the nuktas like this and they are going to be in the perfect alignment. Half, little above. You can write all the nuktas like this. Like you can also, make this line with scale as well. Oh, sorry, with column as well. Okay. Like one nukta can make straight line with the column as well, like this. And now this one cut here, here, and here. Check. In this one, I didn't need the ruler. Okay. So all these things, like for example, if I am at a place I don't have any ruler and pencil, so you can just made with the column as well. Okay. This cut, this cut, this one a little above middle. Check. Okay. So this is the thing. In this way, you can made all the nuktas. They are like they are coming in the perfect alignment. In this way, you can complete your 8 nuktas, 3 and 2, 5, 6, and 7, 8. And also, if you want, you can use scale as well. For example, 1 nukta. Now you can use scale as that. And you can now draw one line from here as well. This point, okay? And you can make one line from here as well, so that now I know my nukta shouldn't be out from this line as well and this line as well. Now I should be in maintain, and like you can make one cut, and now this is my starting point. All of the nuktas, like this is going to be the angle. Okay. It's easy. Check. Again, this is the same thing. You can use the cut of the column as well, or you can use the line as well, and check how much it's in the perfect cut shape. For example, check, this is my column cut. Mhm. Check how much it is in the just middle. Okay, like we did, and little above, and this is your column. Okay, you can use all these things. They are for your help. Your nuktas, for your nuktas alignment. Okay, now we are using this length for our first letter. I'm going to make one nukta here as well. You can use scale as well, okay, for the line. The other line I'm going to make it with scale. You can use column and scale, it's up to you. The thing is, you can be at a place, for example, if you don't have ruler, you should be able to do that, okay? You shouldn't be depend on so much on too much rules. Like if you don't have that thing, you can't write that thing. So this is just like I map the whole measurement of my first letter, that is alif. Okay, like this is its height and this is its whole area. It should be in between this thing, one of the. Okay, now carefully see. Okay, so one more thing here, that is, now I'm going to place my column not totally on the lines. I'm leaving some little space from here as well and here as well. Okay, not totally, a little. Okay, so now if I directly made alif with column, the ending it got like this. Okay, so in Khate Sulus, remember one thing, we always avoid these pointy things. Okay, so to avoid that, I'm going to do a touch here, like I'm going to make it with touching to make the khat more pure. It just because of that, so that it would feel like it is gradually decreasing thickness and slowly coming to its ending point. Okay, it shouldn't be pointy like this. It is like gradually coming and should be feel like. So for that we do a bit touching in this space. Okay. Now the thing that I leave, now I'm going to make the Taj of Alif. The Taj we call it crown. It's very important. So now watch it carefully. Now I'm using all this space. Now, okay. Now the thing uh, that should be cared here, that is, check this Taj movement. For example, if this is Alif and I made Taj, there is some portion of my this Taj and this cut of kalam, check. It is inside of this Alif and some part is outside. Okay. Many students they do this mistake, like they put whole part of Taj outside. Some part should be inside. Like this. Okay. Any confusion till here? So now its remaining part. So about its remaining part, its remaining part we made it like this. For example, this is Taj, this is Alif. We made it like it's somehow like this. So there are two ways for making that. Either you can make just like this by drawing with the tip of column. You can make it by drawing like this. And it is its basic shape. It's not totally like this. Like this is, for example, Taj coming and this is this. It's not like this totally. It's at the end, it is slightly inward like this. This is straight line going. Check this now. Okay, so I'm going to make it like this. Check it. There's one way you can make it drawing, and there's other way you can use the column as well for that, like this. And again, check this thing. There is some part of my column that is inside and some part is outside. Okay, it's not I totally make the outside or I totally inside. No, there is some inside part and some part is outside. Oh, like this I was explaining here. Like, see, you can check on this touch, for example. If I place my column, there is some part of my column inside of Taj and some part is outside. Like this. This should be my placement of angle here, my placement of column here. Now I am check the rotation of my column. Okay, it's this part, this one. It should be in this sequence, in this one. Okay. On the other hand, like I already told you, this part it's not totally like, and there still, if there's need to, you can do a bit touching here as well. Okay, check now. At the end, it's slightly, like I told you, it's going inward here from inside, and from here it is in this space. Check this thing. Okay, this is the shape here. And now, just in this thing, when we made like this, for example, it's the alif and this is the taj. Again, there is a cut making here. So to avoid this cut, we made a bit touch here to make it round like this. Just to avoid these sharp cuts. Okay, in sulus, there is no cut. There is no sharp edge like this. And same here in this space. For example, here, it might cut like this. Okay, so to avoid that, we do bit touch here as well to avoid this cut. Now this making cut. To avoid this, you can do this thing. Now I'm going to do this thing here. Okay, so this is the alif of Khat Sulus and this is its start, and its measurement is, this line is 2 nuktas, this is half nukta. It's larger than 1.5 nukta and smaller than 2 nuktas completely. Okay, like it's you can call it like 1.7 nukta, its measurement. Okay, like somehow, okay, it can be like here or here just fine, but it shouldn't be, it should be smaller than 2 nuktas and larger than 1.5, 1.5 nukta. Okay, this is its measurement. Okay, so that's our first lesson of alif. And there is one line from T and writing with large column, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so alif is like, it is divided into 3 parts. Okay, and one more thing, in Khat Sulus, the measurement of alif is 8 nuktas and 7, like at some places it can be made with 7 nuktas measurement as well. It's just the same, just like we reduce it the thickness of one cut. Oh, sorry, height of one cut. Okay, it should have all these things like this curve, this thing, this ending, but its overall height is reduced to 7 nuktas. And it's because of that, like I already told you in our first class, Khat Sulus, it's basically the inspiration of Khat Sulus is from humans. Okay, there are some other khats that are basically, khat is not from like it's not we have something already written. Okay, humans, they extracted something from khat, like the letters. Okay, just try to think, for example, how someone, they can made a, for example. Okay, like how, why a is like this, why it is not like, why it's not like this, why it's this shouldn't be a, and this is somehow called one or something. Okay, so like, there's a story behind that. Okay, they extract this shape from something. So in this script, Khatasulus, it is extracted or it is inspired from human forms. Okay, it just, if you carefully see, it looks like, the person is just standing. So 8 nuktas, it basically resembles to the male height, and generally female have relatively small height. So 7 nuktas relatively is like, resemblance to like women height. Okay, so it's because of that, but both are used in the composition. Okay, so you are going to see these things, and every part, every alphabet is going, is divided into three parts in Khatte Sulus. Okay, and if anyone told me what is the meaning of Sulus, anyone can tell me what's the like literal or word meaning of this word?
1/3.
Yes, 1/3. Okay, it means 1/3 or third part. You can call it. So, third part. What about the other two? That's the question here. So basically, there is a third part, and the other two, we call it. This is the other two. Okay, I'm going to write here. This is the other two. We call it Sulsan. Sulse, yeah, or no. I should have written this with Sulse. Okay, these are first and second part. Sulsan we refer to as, and there is a third one, we call it Sulus, as you already know, third part. Okay, these are first two parts, and there is third part, that is Sulus. So the thing is, just like in the human body, if you carefully see, just like for example, uh, we have first of all head. Okay, then we have our body, then we have legs. And like if you carefully see, every part, like every uh even in every like every part of the body, there is a division of three. Okay, like if you see in the face, we have first of all eyes, then nose, then lips. Okay, even if you see in the shoulder, okay, first of all we have the shoulder joint, then elbow, then hand. Okay, and even if you see in the finger, we have got three. Like there is a this kind of division. And if you pay more attention, like third part, okay, the sulus, it is a bit more change than the other two. Okay, and it has more movement in the sulus script. The third part, it has movement. It has like, see, if we see first and second part, they are slightly, there is a difference between first and second. Okay, you are going to notice in our upcoming classes. But if you see the third part, they are coming in the flow, but the third part, it got like, totally different shape, like this ending. Okay, so it totally like changed the shape, and it has more movement. Okay, the first part, like they are sharing something, but third part, it got, a bit more different than the other two. It's still part of the same letter, it still got the like the flow and sequence and the connection with the other two, but still it has, you can see it, like it got its shape a bit more change. So like sulus is different, and we have to show this thing. Okay, that's why, we don't write it alif like this, like the other two, come, and we just put it like this. Now, there is no much. But now if I made its ending, Clearly now check. Now the sulus is clearly visible. So in every letter, in every part of the letter, you have to show this sulus. That's very important. Okay, you have to show this thing because this includes this thing. This, and even in the human body, if you carefully see, this our face. It has like movement, but not that much. If you see our like middle body, it has movement, but not that. But see our legs. Okay, it has much more flexibility and movement. Okay, even if you see for example of our whole shoulder and of our arm and hand, if you see our whole shoulder, it has like two dimension movement. Okay, and in the elbow joint there is a bit more the same movement kind of, but in hands it has more movement. Okay, so this is like inspired from this. Okay, so that's why you have to show this to differentiate. Okay, it's very important. So this is about alif of Katisulus, and if you see see this Taj crown, it is in the somehow it is touching here in this line. So it should be this line, this sequence, it should be carefully handled as well. Okay, it shouldn't be like this, like the Taj is going too much outside now. There is a gap. No, check now. Okay, and if I made this part, there is whole half nukta is fixed in this space. Okay, this is its maximum and it end here. So this is about alif. There are some more things, and inshallah I'm going to discuss that in our upcoming class, because there are some things you are going to understand uh, after writing the alif. Okay, right now pay attention to it, write it with the nuktas, okay, with all these things, and understand, try yourself, understand how its shape, how like its movement is going. Okay, and also one thing, it's not straight, remember that. Okay, it's very important, it's not straight. Maybe something, it seems you a bit straight, but if you carefully pay attention, there is nothing straight. Okay, this is a sign of real calligraphy, of real khat. In calligraphy, there is no straight line, remember that. Okay, there is one more sign as well, I'm going to discuss this in later. No straight lines in real calligraphy. Okay, that's why scripts like like Kufic, they are not that much written. They got that's why they are not that much popular. Okay, because they do not serve that much purpose of calligraphy. Okay, Sulus is called the like I think I told this in previous class as well. Sulus is referred to as the king of all scripts. Okay, like it is the top of calligraphy. It's because it serves the maximum. Okay, like it satisfies the maximum thing of calligraphy, that that should be in the calligraphy, that should be in the khat. So it has that thing, the maximum. Okay, so like all the Kufic, they are like so much straight, and geometrical Kufic especially, they geometrical Kufic we use graph book, okay, or graph copy. So like we made drawing on that, so there are so much straight lines, there is no column involved. Square Kufic is also too much straight. Okay, so that's why we like Sulus is referred to as king of all scripts, and it serves the maximum, like the thing that should be in the khat, it serves the maximum thing of it. Okay, so practice this alif, understand it, and like explore all the things by yourself. Okay, write it again and again, and one
Could
more
you
thing,
please?
if
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, you
Yeah.
can ask.
I just wanted to know the angle that you used to start the crown and
Okay,
also the alif.
like I answer this with the nukta angle, it's not that much important. Okay, alif should be important, that's the most important thing. Okay, Okay. It's basically what? Qat, a square of four qats. So in this one, alif is somehow like this is middle, this is half of this half, one third. And we're going to place like just for the convenience. This is middle, just a bit left from the middle and a bit upward from this corner. This is, you can call it the starting angle, or the placement column angle. This is the leaf. This is, I wrote about 7 octaves. It's a short leaf, okay, but still it has three parts, okay, and it is also not straight, you can see. And I was about to I want to tell this thing in the next class, but as you asked, the Taj, for example, this is Alif, starting angle. Taj is not exactly it. It's slightly like this. Okay. Like if this is Alif, Taj is like this. Okay. There are so many things. Maybe there are many more questions in your head. Okay. And it's natural. Okay. But the thing is, right now, practice, like focus on these things that I told. Okay, there are so many, like there are other things as well, but I'm going to discuss that in the upcoming class, because after that, like once you write alif, like you got some practice of alif, you are going to realize so many things by yourself. Okay, you are going to understand so many things. Okay, and then after some of your grip on the alif, after some of your understanding, then I add more things, then it's going to help you. Okay, if I told these things now, it would be confusing for you instead of helping it. So that's the thing. So just just have some patience and do your practice. And just one thing, don't like do your best in the practice. Okay, like you have to do as much practice as you want. Okay, there is no limit. Okay, like as much as you can write it, understand it, like how it's changing its shape and the curves and this thing, how is the making of a leaf. Okay, like what is the movement I have to do, write it again and again and understand it by yourself. Okay, one more thing that I was saying is that, if somebody has a printer in their home, okay, they should take prints of all their practices. Okay, I'm going to send the pictures of that in the group. So it's important and it's a good thing, habit of a good student, if if you have record of your all of your corrections. Okay, all of your progress and corrections. And even calligraphers, they like they take care of their all the practices. Okay, like they don't waste it. Okay, so but still it's not important, at least the corrections, all the correction you should have record of it. It's a good thing, it's important. And if you don't have printer, you can save it digitally as well. Okay, you can make one PDF and you can add all the pictures in it. Okay, but if you have that in the like in the physical form, it is more good. For example, you know sometimes we take help from it, like what's the wrong in this, what's the problem in the nukta. So we open the picture. So taking help it digitally from the picture, it is not that much beneficial. Okay, the way I see it, mobile phone and other things, they are a bit of distraction as well. Okay, for sometimes we open for the lesson and we got another notification, we move to the other app and our whole focus is also disturbed. So calligraphy, it requires focus, it requires effort. So if you have it physically, then it's a more good thing. But still, if you want to do it in the PDF, then you can. So that's the thing I wanted to share. So now this is your lesson, and for practice, like I told in the nukta lesson, for practice, practice, you can practice alif with nuktas. Okay, you can draw it with lines. And for example, first of all, you can draw 8 nuktas perfectly like this. Okay, then you don't have to write nuktas again and again. But if you want to, and especially you are in your learning phase, so you can. But now, you can take the measurement. Okay, for example, it is 8.4 centimeter. Okay, so now you can take its measurement, like this is its height, 8.4. This is its height, you can take it. Okay, now you can make one nukta above, and now you can practice it again. It should be in between, and this has all the characteristic of a leaf. Okay, so there are multiple ways, whatever method it suits you, so you can use that. So just do the practice, just do the work. Okay, practice is very important. Now include alif as well. Okay, so you can use nukta and everything whatever you want for your convenience practice. But again, you are going to send me your final practice. Okay, like on the new page, on one page, there should be only one alif. Okay, no nuktas. This is going to be your final practice, and with your name and date. And for example, if this alif, after writing, okay, after writing with nuktas, without nuktas, and somehow this alif isn't, you think it's not your 100%, it's not your perfect, you can do it better. It's not like you are writing alif again here or again here. You are going to do it on the different page. Okay, on a new page. And if that isn't going well, you are going to go again on a new page. Okay, do this thing, this is very important. If you take these practices, all these things seriously, it's really going to help you. Okay, if the letter, you are not satisfied with the letter, write it again. Okay, do your best, like according to your, like it's like it should seen, it is your 100% effort, like all the practice. It should be seen in your final practice of alif. Okay, so we're going to send the final practice of alif just like this I told you. Now if any student has any question related to alif or any doubt, they can ask.
So for homework, it's gonna be with the dots, right? Just like yours.
No, no.
Only alif. Okay.
Yeah, only alif. Okay,
Okay.
for dots, dots, nuktas, basically they are for your learning. Okay, this is measurement, it is mizan. Okay, but after that, in the, for example, if you are writing Suratul Fatiha, Alhamdulillah, you are not writing with the dot and the alif. Dot, they are going to, nuktas, they are going to help you. Okay, they are going to, like, you are practice again and again until it should be fitted, it should be like, it should be sit in your head, like all the movement, like everything, like the perfect. After, even if you are going to write with nuktas again and again, and when you are going to write without nuktas, it should be in this measurement as well. Okay.
Jazakallah khair, sir. So I have to
Mhm.
go, but just finally, so for clarification,
Mhm.
One single aleph, the star of the show, and then we turned it into you. That's it. No practice aleph, just one single aleph, and for your correction, correct?
Yes.
Okay, jazakallah
Okay.
khair.
There are so many detailing involved in this alif. Okay, don't take it easy, just like nukta. Okay, and still, even in the practice of alif, there is nukta involved as well. You are going to take support from it. Okay, so focus on these little things, these little details. They are very important. Okay, and they are going to, like, these little things actually they make the difference in your work. Okay, so focus on this. They are like really important in calligraphy. It is not like that it's a very, like, normal, or it shouldn't be like, you shouldn't care about this. It is very important. Okay, and practice yourself. Inshallah, next class is going to be in a weekday. Most probably again it is going to be on a Thursday, and I'm going to, if there is like changing in schedule. One more thing, many students, there are some students, they are struggling with time issues. Actually, the thing is, you all should have understand this thing. There are students, from like around the world, from different countries, and the time zone difference is very major. Okay, so I can't make that much fixed or specific time that that suits all the people, all the students. So try to, once I like announce the final day and time of the class, try to be in time, like, like after announcing, like whatever time or date it is, like it should be your main priority. Okay, so like, if this time doesn't suit you, okay, maybe it suits someone else, and that time, maybe there's a time that suits other person but it doesn't suit you. So this thing is going to happen in this one, because people are from, students are, you are from different regions and different countries. The time zone difference is very major. Okay, there is one student, I know, she shared the practice, but I think there is very late night in her country. She's from, I think, Taiwan. So this thing is going to happen, but try your best. Okay, live class is very important if you really want to learn. Okay, like recording don't get you that much benefit, because you are not that much focused in the while watching recording. While in live class you have some attention. So like after announcing the date, it should be your number one priority to attend the class. Okay, like if you have any other plan, try to cancel that. Okay, if you really like, if you are really interested and if you really want to learn, then this is very important. Okay, and it's going to be very beneficial for you as well. And inshallah, if you are going to do the practice and uh, in the right way, and if you really want to learn, then you have to enjoy this. Okay, and inshallah, if you do it in the way that I'm saying to you, you are really going to enjoy it. Okay, and the thing is, if in the starting, some students, they face a lot of issues regarding materials, columns, their column, especially this thing happened to a lot of students, their column tip, they tried it again and again, still it doesn't going well, so still they confuse so many things. Okay, but the real depth, the real enjoy, it is going to come after that. Okay, so these are very little issues, so don't be afraid of them. Okay, face it, and inshallah, with the time, just like I told, with the time, inshallah, you are going to get used to it. And they all are, this is going to be your, like, part of your routine, part of your work. Okay, so any more question? Okay, I think you all understand Alif really well. So now it's time to practice. Okay, inshallah, do your practice, Alif. And if there's still any question, you can ask me on WhatsApp as well. So do your best. Okay, practice Alif as much as you can. Okay, try to practice on daily basis. Regular practices plays a very important role. Okay, Uh, yeah, inshallah, before the live class, I'm going to announce that. So you have to share your now final practice of Alif. Okay. So, okay, I'm ending this class. Goodbye. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
Thank
salam.
you. Bye.